The First Bulgarian Empire was a medieval Bulgarian state that existed in southeastern Europe between the 7th and 11th centuries AD. It was founded circa 681 when Bulgar tribes led by Asparuk moved to the northeastern Balkans and secured Byzantine recognition for their right to settle south of the Danube by defeating, possibly with the help of local South Slavic tribes, the Byzantine army led by Constantine IV. At the height of its power, Bulgaria spread from the Danube bend to the Black Sea and from the Dnieper River to the Adriatic Sea. As the state solidified its position in the Balkans, it entered on a centuries-long interaction, sometimes friendly and sometimes hostile, with the Byzantine Empire. Bulgaria emerged as Byzantium's chief antagonist to its north, resulting in several wars. The two powers also enjoyed periods of peace and alliance, most notably during the Second Arab Siege of Constantinople, where the Bulgarian army broke the siege and destroyed the Arab army, thus preventing an Arab invasion of southeastern Europe. Byzantium had a strong cultural influence on Bulgaria, which also led to the eventual adoption of Christianity in 864. After the disintegration of the Avar Khaganate, the country expanded its territory northwest to the Pannonian Plain. Later the Bulgarians confronted the advance of the Pechenegs and Cumans, and achieved a decisive victory over the Magyars, forcing them to establish themselves permanently in Pannonia. During the late 9th and early 10th centuries, Simeon I achieved a string of victories over the Byzantines, and was recognized with the title of emperor, and expanded the state to its greatest extent. After the annihilation of the Byzantine army in the Battle of Anchialus in 917, the Bulgarians laid siege to Constantinople in 923 and 924. The Byzantines eventually recovered, and in 1014 under Basil II, inflicted a crushing defeat on the Bulgarians at the Battle of Kleidion. By 1018, the last Bulgarian strongholds had surrendered to the Byzantine Empire, and the First Bulgarian Empire had ceased to exist. It was succeeded by the Second Bulgarian Empire in 1185. After the adoption of Christianity, Bulgaria became the cultural center of Slavic Europe. Its leading cultural position was further consolidated with the invention of the Glagolitic and early Cyrillic alphabets, shortly after in the capital. Pre-Slav and literature produced in Old Bulgarian soon began spreading north. Old Bulgarian became the lingua franca of much of Eastern Europe, and it came to be known as Old Church Slavonic. In 927, the fully independent Bulgarian Patriarchate was officially recognized. Between the 7th and 10th centuries, the Bulgars and other tribes in the empire gradually became absorbed by the more numerous Slavs, adopting a South Slav language. Since the late 10th century, the names Bulgarians and Bulgarian became prevalent and became permanent designations for the local population, both in the literature and in the spoken language. The development of Old Church Slavonic literacy had the effect of preventing the assimilation of the South Slavs into neighboring cultures, while stimulating the formation of a distinct Bulgarian identity. Nomenclature. The First Bulgarian Empire became known simply as Bulgaria since its recognition by the Byzantine Empire in 681. Some historians use the terms Danube Bulgaria, First Bulgarian State, or First Bulgarian Tsardom. Between 681 and 864 the country was also known as the Bulgarian Khanate, Danube Bulgarian Khanate, or Danube Bulgar Khanate in order to differentiate it from Volga Bulgaria, which emerged from another Bulgar group. During its early existence, the country was also called the Bulgar State or Bulgarka Khanate. Between 864 and 927, the country was known as the Principality of Bulgaria or Kняжество Bulgaria. In English-language sources, the country is often known as the Bulgarian Empire, created as a union between Bulgars and Slavs, for mutual protection against the Byzantine Empire to the south and the Avars to the northwest. The First Bulgarian Empire was ruled according to Bulgar tradition, with the head of state being the Khan. The Slavs kept significant autonomy, and eventually their language and traditions shaped the Bulgarian culture and people, with Bulgaria becoming a Slavic country. Background: during the time of the late Roman Empire, the lands of present-day Bulgaria had been organized into several provinces: Scythia Minor, Moesia, Thrace, Macedonia, Dacia, Dardania, Rhodope and Hermimond, and had a mixed population of Romanized Getter and Hellenized Thracians. Several consecutive waves of Slavic migration throughout the 6th and early 7th centuries led to the almost complete Slavicization of the region, at least linguistically. The Bulgars also included the tribes of Omagars, Utagurs and Kuthragurs. Between 630 and 635, Khan Kubrat managed to unite the main Bulgar tribes, creating a powerful confederation called Old Great Bulgaria, also known as Onaguria. Under strong Khazar pressure, Old Great Bulgaria disintegrated in 668. Afterwards, Khan Ispara parted ways to seek a secure home. It is difficult to estimate the number of Isparu's Bulgars. Zalatashi posits that their number was not great. On the contrary, Runciman considered that the tribe must have been of considerable dimension. In 680, Isparuk founded after the Battle of Ongel the First Bulgarian Empire, south of the Danube on Byzantine territory. It was officially recognized as an independent state by the Byzantine Empire in 681. Formation of the Bulgarian ethnicity: it is likely that the original Bulgars were greatly outnumbered by the Slavic population among whom they were settled. Between the 7th and the 10th centuries, the Bulgars gradually became absorbed by the Slavs, adopting a South Slav language and converting to Christianity under Boris I of Bulgaria in 864. Modern Bulgarians are normally considered to be of Southern Slavic origin. However, the Slavs were only one of the communities that had been present in the area conquered by Bulgars, themselves being recent migrants in the Balkans. Several other peoples were eventually absorbed into the new ethnicity. At that time, the process of absorption of the remnants of the old Thraco-Roman and Thraco-Byzantine population had already been significant in the formation of this new ethnic group. The new single-identity nation would continue to identify as Bulgarian and uphold the eponymous state as its own. Modern Bulgarians continue to celebrate the original non-Slavic Bulgar state and Thracian ancestors, while embracing a Slavic identity at the same time.